I'm Brandon Phipps. I'm down here in Kentucky, and I'm getting ready to go over a quick tip that you guys can use as a modification to some of your sticks, your stands, and any tools that are particularly metal, have a nice smooth surface on them. Today I'm going to be going over some of my Lone Wolf sticks with you guys. Pop a couple of them free here and remove the straps on them. And this first thing I'll be going over with you guys on this vlog has to do with a sports bandage wrap. It's like a self-adhesive wrap. It does a really good job of grabbing itself. If you catch it right online, you can get a dozen rows of this for $12 or $13 plus shipping. I think I got 12 rows for $16 sent to the house. So for a little over $1 or $2, you can apply this to each one of your sticks, and it will also help you with deadening sound, as well as improve your comfort when you grip. If you're like me, I don't always use these big nice grips and steps. As I'm going up the tree, I like to grab the post a lot, and in the colder weather is where you really notice the difference when you put this type of material on here. I'm gonna get started on one here. I also have some stealth strips. That's going to be in a later episode for you guys, just so it's not so monotonous for you guys looking at the same thing over and over. One nice thing about these rows of sports tape is you do not have to take all your hardware off to put it where you really want to. Like now I've packed this stick long enough that I can see where my contact point is from the back of the V bracket, so I know exactly where to start below, and I can take this as far down as I want to, and we'll show you guys how far an actual row of this will go. I do not remember the dimensions of it right off, but I'll start with a brand new row just to let you guys see. And I'm going to be doing about a half overlap on this, so that way I really can get some sound dampening benefits out of it. And I know from using it on previous sticks that it does a great job in cold weather. And once you get the first wrap on, it does a really good job of grabbing itself. And you try to hold the tape on pretty tight, but the most important one is the first one. And once you get it down, then you can really start going down the tape. Now I like to grip it pretty hard. You can leave as much slack in this as you want, but I'm going to be doing about a third to a half overlap. And I mean, this stuff's so inexpensive that, I mean, use as much as you want or as little as you want. This is a lot cheaper than using the stealth strips. The stealth strips is going to give you a better life out of your material. This stuff will not hold up to the elements as well as your stealth strips will, but you will get the benefits of the dampening, especially for you running gun guys that's only going to have one or two sets of sticks. You're really looking at trying to get by on weight and keep your costs down while you're out in the field. Maybe you got a family and kids, and every dollar counts sometimes, guys. But we'll see here what she does. And to give you guys an idea, it really doesn't affect when your steps and your handle grips flip side to side. And I found out this ahead of time because when I loop my cam strap on, I always put the slack end over this, and I'll let my step fold up over it because it pries out on just a little bit, and I don't have to worry about that extra little bit of noise. And I'm going to go to the middle step here. I think it's a good spot to step on down and start over with another wrap. Now when you guys start your last one, to go around, you usually want to do a double wrap and get it really close to an edge. And if you hold it really tight, pull hard on it, it'll pull and it'll snap down really well to where you won't have to worry about it sticking up. Now I can start back below these bolts here, and if you do it good, sometimes it's hard to re-grab this and start over, but it looks like if you guys are using Lone Wolf sticks that you will get about 1 stick per row of material, and that's if you're doing the kind of lap that I am. And that being said, to have $1 to $2 and something that not only is going to change the overall profile of your stick on the side of the tree, because you don't have that one solid color sticking out, and it's really going to change how quiet you can be putting these up and the feel that you'll have in the cold weather. If you're one of these guys that don't like to use gloves, I do like to use gloves, but I still don't like having that cold metal feel on my hands. Once you start getting to the end of the row, it'll try to start doubling up on itself and kind of like backlashing. Excuse me. And I've done a good enough job, I guess, where I've done this a couple times now that it's not really going to give you guys that example. But they offer this sports bandage wrap in many different camouflages, different colors, whatever your application may be. You can pretty much get your own style out of it. And I always tend to try to finish these on the back side like that, to where it's not something sticking out on the front and you have to worry about it. And as you guys can see, it doesn't interfere with the steps at all. It completely changed how that step is going to look on a tree compared to a solid brown one. And if you guys want, there's many different other options you can do with your cam straps, your cinch down straps. You can put some fleece on here. There's a lot of people doing the inner tube style mods to these straps to try to keep them quiet. I tend not to have a problem with it. I usually do not pack these on my steps. I'll roll them up individually, and I have those in my backpack or in my utility pockets, 2 on each side. And as I go up, I know right where they are. And I usually cut these off right here, and they're easy to pop off. Probably shouldn't do that, or if you don't know much about them, but I do a good job of buying and replacing straps. That's just a noise maker, in my opinion, that you guys will not want on your setup, especially if you're going to try to go slip in on one of these big bucks. I hope that gives you guys a couple ideas, some cheap, quick fixes to help you get your steps in a better working condition, so that way you guys can go out in the field. I am going to remind you of one thing. On these sticks that stack, if you got you a nice little sharp blade like a Havilon or something, you can pretty much cut an X or a cross pattern. I like to do like a starfish pattern, and in most cases I haven't even had to cut that excess out around that, and the Versa button bolt will stack right inside that, no problem. Hopefully you guys can take this idea, apply it to some of your products you got, just like what I just showed you guys here, a couple of different things that you guys can use it on. And next time you guys see me, I'll be going over the Stealth Strip mod, and we may follow that up with a strap mod, and show you guys some even more options if you haven't seen them out there. There's a lot on the internet. I took this idea from a guy that I had seen buy the bandage and use it for something else, and I think it was for a flashlight and for his lenses on his camera, and it just really hit right off. And there's a DIY sportsman guy on YouTube that does a lot of these other mods too. Yeah, some of that stuff will be similar to what I'll be going over, but I'll show you what's different about how I do it and stuff. And you guys continue watching the blogs, the vlogs, the blogs, whatever you want to call them.
We have launched a limited release of hoodies and hats available now on our website. These pair great with camo and may help bring the luck you need. If you're looking for a new hat or hoodie and would like to support Team Radical, check out team-radical.com/shop.
Serious land managers do everything they can to grow and harvest the biggest bucks possible. Maximizing herd health is part of any good management plan. Real World's exclusive Expect Healthy Deer technology is a true game changer. Developed by professional animal nutritionists working with captive deer breeders, Expect Healthy Deer technology can help your herd by enhancing the immune system, repelling insects, improving survival from disease outbreaks. This is going to lead to increased fawn production and antler growth on your property. To learn more, you can visit realworldwildlifeproducts.com.